Religion versus science. What is a science and what is religion? Religion is a set of belief, right? And science is something kind of a conclusion that finally we come to by doing some experiments and by observing the results, and then we conclude. Before we discuss about this debate, the religion versus science, first of all, may the noble Persian bless you all. I hope you all are keeping well, doing fine. Ladies and gentlemen, just think about this for a while. We do some experiment. Let's take that. We wanted to measure gravity. And to measure the gravity, what is a very simple experiment we do? We measure the distance and we drop something and we measure the time that it takes to go there and we plot a graph. And I don't want here to explain all the science here, right? 2s over t squared equals g. That is the final conclusion that we come to. Ladies and gentlemen, like that. But a religion is a set of belief. That means people believe several things, like God exists or God doesn't exist. God created this world, and God is responsible for everything that happens in the world, including good things and the bad things. Everything is just a belief that people believe because they are following a certain religion. After death, you're going to go to hell. After death, you're going to go to heaven. After death, there's nothing. You are not going to be reborn after death. Those are beliefs. But have people experimented on them? Have people done some experiments and observed the results and come to a conclusion? After all? No, right? People just believed them and people believe that they are true. Just belief. That is just the belief. But science is something different, ladies and gentlemen. And Lord Buddha, I would say, this Buddhism is religion. People have beliefs, like you should worship the Lord Buddha. You should offer dana. You should offer alms. You should offer flowers to the Lord Buddha, at the feet of the Lord Buddha. Those would come under the category of the religion. If you want to do them and earn merits. If you don't want to do them, then what can we do for that, right? But that's the religion part. Most people come and say, answer that, I have seen these things happen. If you are saying that Lord Buddha is a philosopher finally, then why do we have to do these things? Those are customs, those are traditions, those are, people have come up with those things later on. Those are the religious part. But here I am going with the science part, the scientific part. Lord Buddha is a scientist. He is the greatest scientist that came onto this earth, and he realized the truth about suffering, the truth about the happiness. I'll go with the happiness. Actually, he discovered this study, which is the happyology. The logy means study, psychology, biology, which is study of the biomechanisms. That is biology. Like that, Lord Buddha discovered this happyology. That means how to be happy, the mechanism of happiness, the logic behind happiness, why there are times that we are happy, why there are times that we aren't. Lord Buddha discovered that is a science. F equals ma. Which religion should only accept that? Which religion should only live by that and know that and learn that? There's no religion, right? It is just the science. Science applies for everything and everyone here. But, F equals ma. Is it only Hindu people through something that is the efficacy? No, right? That is not something religious, that is scientific. Like that, Lord Buddha's science, this philosophy, is applied for everyone. But things actually, there's something that you need to learn. There's something that you need to understand by listening to a noble person. That is one thing. But if you can understand this, ladies and gentlemen, you can live a happy life, because we are learning the logic of happiness. Happyology. We are learning this, we are studying the happiness, ladies and gentlemen. How to be happy without anything. How to be happy unconditionally. How to be happy though you have nothing to your name. Though everyone that you loved has left you, how to be happy. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a path for that. There's a path to be unconditionally happy. I mean, think about the last time that you were happy. And if you consider that why you were happy, you would have a reason, you'd have an answer, right? You became happy. I was happy because of that. I was happy because I passed the exam. I was happy because my treatment got cured. My treatment got better. I got happy because my daughter or my son went abroad. They went abroad to study. There is a reason for your happiness, right? I mean, if there's a reason for your happiness, you have to be careful. Because someone can affect the reason, change the reason, and make you unhappy. Someone meaning something, anything, someone or something can do something about the reason that you're happy, and your happiness will be vanished. You won't be happy anymore. That means you have to keep yourself happy, because there are reasons. Since your happiness is relied on reasons, you have to keep yourself, you have to make sure that those reasons are aligned in the way you want. If not, what happens is actually you would be unhappy, right? It's easy as that. You would be unhappy. Therefore, your mother, you have to keep your mother in the way you want. You have to keep your wife or your husband, your spouse, in the way you want. You have to keep your children in the way you want. You have to keep your house, your job, your car, your possessions, your bank account, your money, and everything in the way you want, then you're happy. If one is taken away from you, you are unhappy. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, there's a path that you can follow by and be happy unconditionally. That is the science that Lord Buddha discovered. Happyology. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, understand this philosophy and apply this into your life. That is what we are doing here. I'm a monk today, and I have a teacher, and by the guidance of the teacher that I live today, every day, that I'm getting close to the real happiness, the happiness which is unconditional, a happiness that you don't need anything or anyone around you. Wherever you are, whatever you have, whatever you get to eat, whatever you wear, you are happy. Don't you want to achieve it? There's a way and a path for that, ladies and gentlemen. There's a way and a path for that. Come with us, and we'll be happy forever. Keep that in your mind, and have a nice day. Till one Sunday.